All right, so let's look at this topic where we're composing a function with itself. So you can see here, this says f composed with f. So that means we're just going to take the f function and plug it into itself. So the f function is x squared plus 3. So we're essentially taking f of x. So in the f function, wherever I see x, and that's something squared plus 3, because that's what the f function is, I'm going to replace in those parentheses itself. So you get x squared plus 3 squared plus 3. So it still has the something squared plus 3, but that new something is now the entire function of x. Now if you want to simplify this, because it definitely says simplify your answers, when we square a binomial, remember we write it twice. So x squared plus 3, x squared plus 3 plus 3. And then that first thing, we will do the FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. So x squared times x squared is x to the 4th. And then we have x squared times 3, which is 3x squared. The inner is 3 times x squared, which is another 3x squared. And then 3 times 3 is 9. So there's my FOIL. And then I have that extra 3 I'm adding on. So my final answer will be x to the 4th plus 6x squared, because I'm just putting these two terms together. And then that's plus 12. So that would be f composed with f. Now g composed with g works similarly, except for we've got fractions, which is never fun. So we're doing g of x. So the g function is 9 over 2x, but instead of x, again, I'm going to put the original g function, which is 9 over 2x. So if I simplify this, lots of ways to do it, but essentially I'm going to end up with 9 over 18 over 2x. Because the reason why, if you notice, I'm just multiplying straight across, 2 times 9, 1 times 2x. So now I have 9 divided by 18 over 2x, which we'll simplify, or we can simplify it later. Well, when you're dividing by a fraction, remember the idea is we'll take the numerator stays the same, which is just 9. And then we multiply by the reciprocal of the fraction on the bottom. So instead of 18 over 2x, it becomes 2x over 18. And so now we have 9, or 9 over 1, times 2x over 18. That'll become 18x over 18, which will simply just become x. So we're just replacing the entire function everywhere I see x in its function. And that's true for any composition. This just happens to be composing with itself.